guys? So today we are going to be making some, it's like a honey bread, but you can add things in it to make it healthier. So today we're going to be adding zucchini to it. This bread can have many options. We have added shredded carrots to it. Today we're going to be adding the shredded zucchini to it, and we've also added pumpkin to it. So there's different ways that you can do it, and we are going to get right into it on how to make all three ways in this video. All right, so what we're gonna get off ready first, okay, is we're gonna get our dry ingredients in the bowl first. So I have all-purpose flour here. We are going to get 2 cups of all-purpose flour into this bowl here, and then we'll get more of the dry ingredients in. So this is a perfect snack for your kids to bring to school. Our girls actually have a slice of this bread for their morning snack every single day at school, which is why I've come up with like different varieties so they don't get bored. So there's a zucchini. You can add 2 cups of shredded zucchini. You can add 2 cups of shredded carrot, or you can add half a cup of puree pumpkin with a teaspoon of pumpkin spice to it, and then it's like a little pumpkin. Sorry, I didn't have quite full of 1 cup there. There we go. Then you can have like a little pumpkin spice for the fall, like everyone loves having pumpkin spice in the fall, right? So there's our flour all in there. Okay, then we are going to get our baking soda. We're going to use 1 teaspoon of baking soda. My baking soda loves to come out nice and slow and fluffy everywhere. All right, baking soda is in. We got baking powder. Now this is going to be 2 teaspoons of baking powder in here. 1, 2. Okay. Then we're going to use 2 teaspoons of cinnamon in this. Now first we're going to go over how you do the base of the bread. Okay, because you can just make the bread as the base. You don't have to add any of the vegetables to it, and it still tastes, it's like a sweet honey bread. It tastes really good. Okay, and then we just add the extra stuff to give the girls a little extra fiber in their diets. A little extra nutrients here and there where we can get it. So 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And this is where, if you were going to use the pumpkin puree, you would add the 1 teaspoon of your pumpkin spice as well, okay? Okay, and then we're just going to add just a little bit of salt. Just a little bit, like a pinch. Half teaspoon if you really want to measure stuff out, okay? And we use pink Himalayan salt. You can also use sea salt in your bread if you want to, okay? So now we're going to be mixing all this dry stuff up. Okay. Whoa. Let's not get it everywhere on my counter. Well, if you've been watching me for a little bit, you know, stuff just happens. Stuff goes flying. I'm going to have to add a little bit more flour. A pinch of it. It went everywhere. It went everywhere. It just flew out. There we go. Okay, so we're mixed. It kind of almost looks like a brown flour now with the cinnamon in it. Now we're going to add our wet ingredients, okay? So we have half a cup of unsweetened applesauce. You can also use a yogurt if you want, but my girls love the applesauce. This is a homemade applesauce that I've made. We have apple trees in the back. But if you don't have apple trees in the back, not everyone does, get the unsweetened applesauce at the store, okay? You can get like a big, I think it's like a liter can like this at the store for like, this is like $1 or like $1.50 or something. It's quite cheap. Okay. You just put that in there. And then we have 3/4 of honey. Now, I get mine at the bee farm. That's just behind me. If you don't have access to a bee farm, make sure you have raw honey from the store. Okay, then that is like 100% pure honey. It's not processed. Okay, because if it doesn't say raw honey on there, it is processed honey, and sometimes they do add stuff to the honey. Okay, at the store. So just make sure you get raw honey or buy it from your bee farmer out in the country. Support a little farm, little family business. We are lucky where we are. We try and grow majority of our food, as you've seen on Facebook and here on Instagram and here on YouTube. We try and grow as much as we possibly can outside for the year. So I trade vegetables for my honey from the bees. So maybe you can get into a trade thing that in your neighborhood as well if people grow stuff, right? Okay, now we're going to add some vanilla extract. Now this is 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to have our 1 large egg. Now, my egg's blue because we have chickens in the back. But just 1 large egg. I have to say that's why it's blue, because some people have watched my videos and they're like, why do you have like a blue egg? Or why is your egg pink or green? And it's because we have free range chickens in the back, okay? So don't be alarmed that it's a different color. Okay. I'm going to add our egg. Okay. Stick that eggshell there. Now that is the base of the bread. So now we're going to mix it all together, and then you can add the vegetable of your choice or not afterwards, okay? So we're just going to mix it all together. It comes out to be this glorious like paste of a dough that you can like really work with your hands if you want to. I know, I normally have the mixer doing this, but I wanted you guys to be able to kind of sort of see what I'm doing in the bowl. If I had the big mixer out, you wouldn't be able to see at all. See, look at me. Look at me with flour. I'm just like a mess. I need to get my pig apron back on. Okay. So if you're subscribed to our channel and you're part of the members program, even if you're not, it's almost springtime. It's January here. So there's going to be some babies in the springtime of chickens. And we just got ducks, baby ducks here. So if you want to see the babies, you need to hit subscribe so you can see them. Because they're gonna be cute and you're gonna want to see them. That's for sure. Because in the members, like, I'll go live and we'll have a little camera in there, and I'll post like the camera of the babies in the actual coop that we have and everything. Because our ducks and our chickens are together. All right, so now it is mixed. It is mixed. It's gonna make sure the bottom, I got all the flour from the bottom. Okay, so it's mixed. It looks like, doesn't that look good? It looks really good. So now I'm going to add my zucchini. I'm going to put it in here. Here we go. Now I just shredded it up. You can like make it smaller if you want. Our girls love zucchini and they love carrots. They don't care. But if you're trying to hide it, like, I would like puree it or, you know, shred it smaller. But I'm not trying to hide it from my kids. They like it. They like it in stuff like muffins and breads, but they won't actually eat it outside of it. So we're working on that part, right? Little steps of adding the food into their diet, like mixing it into stuff, you know, first off. Now, if you have picky kids, you're not sure they're gonna like this. I do have a video on how to kind of, like, just some tips that I have used with my oldest, she is autistic, and my youngest, who's not autistic, on how to get them to try new foods. It is a chore, okay? It is. And just in that video, I'll put it in the description below. We'll give you just some things you can try. It's not going to work for every kid, but they're just some tips that have worked for me. Like having different colored bowls and stuff that I mentioned in that video has like been a game changer for us, especially with my autistic, my oldest that's autistic, because she's very focused on order. So that was a great way to show how, like, just to get her introduced to new foods. So now we're going to put it in the pan. We're going to make sure it's nice and level. We're going to stick it in the oven for an hour. There we go. At 350, okay? And then you have yourself some bread, and it's like really awesome. And it's like so sweet. You need to try this bread, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stick it in the pan, and I'm going to put it in the oven. And here is what the bread looks like coming out of the oven. Doesn't that look so good? And I will see you guys next video. Bye, guys.